Hi, I'm Sam from Bitrix24 Gold Partners Interface. In today's demonstration, I'm going to show you our Charities solution built on the Bitrix24 application. So we'll see first of all how we can integrate all your communication channels with your contacts inside the system. So it allows you to have a complete 360-degree view of the communications with your different types of contacts, whether that's members, donors, or volunteers. We'll then be able to see how we can track different types of workflows for donations, grants, membership applications, and renewals. And we can use automations to streamline those types of processes to save your staff time and also speed up the processes for you in the system. And then we'll see how we can easily segment your contact database to create very targeted marketing campaigns and improve outreach. Okay, so let's go into our charity solution. So first of all, what we are able to do is we can integrate your communication platforms into our charity solution here to feed in all of the communications that you have with your contacts. So for example, we can integrate emails into the system. It's possible to integrate telephone calls, so you can have those calls recorded inside their contacts page. And there's also very popular social media integrations such as Facebook and Instagram. And we can connect WhatsApp and SMS as other communication platforms inside the database as well. And so here is our contact database. So here we can store a record of every single contact within our charity. And this information here can be broken down into granular segments. So as we can see here, we have our different types of contacts. So whether they're volunteers, donors, or members, and their locations. But what we can also do is create additional segments for you to customize the information that you display for your contacts inside the system. And within the application here, we can drill down into those different contact types. So if I just wanted to view all of our donors inside our solution here, I can easily drill down into that information. Okay, so let's go into one of our contacts. So here we're looking at one of our donors inside the system. So here I can easily store all of the information about our donors. And then we can also associate that donor. So if they're associated maybe with an organization, we can associate them with their organization inside their contact card. And then on the right-hand side here, we can, as mentioned, integrate those different types of communication channels. So whether that's email, internal notes, SMS, as we can see here, we're able to connect all of those data points into the system here. And I can see all of those communications now that take place with the donor inside the system. And it's also possible directly inside the donor's card here to communicate. So if I wanted to send an email out through the application here, we have that two-way integration. Or it could be, for example, creating an internal note to be tagged to a colleague inside the system. We're able to add those internal notes and tag our colleagues inside the card here. So essentially we have that complete 360-degree communication dialogue inside every single contacts record in the system. And we also have a filtering tool. So you're able to drill down into any types of communications that have taken place to easily find any types of conversations that have taken place through your contacts record. Okay, so that's a look inside our contact solution here where we can integrate all of your communications. Now, what we can do as a next step is we're also able to attach any types of records that that contact is associated with. So for example, here, our donor, we can go into their donations center here and we're able to see and track all of the donations that this donor has associated to our charity. So here I can see the April donation that was completed, and I can see there's currently a donation in May that is being processed. And we can go into that donation record and see all of the latest information about that donation. So we've got all of the history here, and I can see some communications. Now, what we can do with any types of entities we connect, we can progress that through a customizable workflow. So here we can see we're currently at the donation submitted stage. The next step is when that donation is acknowledged, and then the final step is when it is completed. And what we can do through each stage here of that donation process, we can set up automated rules. So whether that's communicating with the donor or whether that's internal actions or tasks for your internal team, we can automate the creation of those directly inside the system here. So for example, once we move the donation to the acknowledge stage, we're automatically sending out a communication to the donor thanking them for their donation. And it's dynamically populated here with the information from the record. So what we can do here is we can really customize and set up as many different types of automated actions as you may require to streamline your processes. And whether that's for donations, grants, or membership applications, with our charity solution, we're able to create those different types of workflows inside the system here to streamline your processes. So if I just come out of here, and now if I move the donation to acknowledged, so we've acknowledged the application, we can see here it's now created a task for the responsible person, and now we can start working on generating the receipt for that donation inside the system. So we can see the internal actions that take place once we progress the donation in the system. And now if we come back into the donor's card, we can see that's updated the stage of the donation. And that's looking within the donor's view. We also have the donations module inside the charity solution. So inside here, I can see all of the donations across the charity and what stage they're at inside the system. And I can click into any of the donations through the application like so. And it's the same for any other types of records we need to save inside the system. So for example, if we needed to track the grants that we have awarded to the members of our charity, we're able to store and record all of that information inside the system and progress through the relevant stages. And if we go into our members record inside the system, I'm able to see the grants that we have awarded to that member directly through the system. So if we go into our members record here, I can go into the grants area and I can see the grant here that's been awarded, the value and the award date of that grant inside the system. So we're able to store and record all of the critical information against each one of our members. And now what we can do from here is we can easily segment the information. So earlier on, we discussed how we can create different types of segmentations. So whether that's contact type or location, what we can then do with this information is we can use it to send out very targeted marketing campaigns to help improve donations that come into the charity. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to drill down just to look at our donors inside our database. And now this information can automatically be sent to the marketing module that we have inside the system. So from here, I'm taking the donors information and I'm going to create a marketing campaign to send out to those donors to help improve donations that come to the charity in the coming months. So this is now talking with our marketing application. So what we can now do is we can design a marketing campaign that we can send out specifically to our donors from our contact database. Okay, so we can style out the information for our email. We can add our images inside the system here. So it uses drag and drop technology for designing our campaigns inside the system. Okay, so we can add that information into our campaign. And once we've done this, this is now going to be sent out to that specific targeted list. So whether that's sending campaigns out to donors, to your volunteers, to your paid members, you can create very targeted marketing campaigns through our charity solution. And all of this information is then saved inside the marketing module. And last but not least, what we can do if we've got potential new members who are inquiring, we can connect with your existing websites, whether that's using website forms or live chat solutions. So when people come to your charity websites, that information can be connected inside the system. So if we have an inquiry form on your website, that could then automatically create a brand new record inside our lead database. So we can manage brand new inquiries inside the system here. So I can see the different types of inquiries we have inside the system. So from cultural organizations to faith-based organizations, we can see the information from the web forms that will automatically generate a lead in the system. And then we can progress our new inquiries through different stages, which are completely customizable. So we can try to improve the occupancy of new members that become members of our charity inside our charity solution here. Okay, so that's an overview of our charity solution built using the Bitrix24 framework. So we are able to integrate all of our communication channels to have a complete 360-degree view of communications with our different types of members and contacts. We can then track different entities such as donations and grants through the system, and we can then use our easy segmented database to send out very targeted marketing campaigns to improve outreach and hopefully gain more donations and new members through our charity solution. If you have any questions, please do contact us, sales@interface.com, and one of our team will be happy to discuss our charity solution with you.